defence. Brilliant by the Nigerian, simply brilliant.
Welcome, it's a tantalizing Throwback Thursday. Welcome to Prime Sports. My name is Austin Sorens, and this is where sports lives. We brought you a potpourri of football, first of all, from the WAFCON going on in Morocco. And of course, we can't get enough of the last World Cup. So, I mean, it's a throwback. So we threw back to just last month or early this month, and where the World Cup was going on in the US, Canada, and Mexico. And I can see my co-host, co-pilot, doing like this. Anyways, that's my co-host, none other from the south side of Nigeria, repping the teams he usually reps. You know who he is, the pro women football advocate. Is their son. You can see him giving the left jab. Producer, this is your cue to cut to him.
Okay, where's producer now? Put me on all the people that don't want female football to grow. If you don't want female football to grow, this is for you.
Anyways, you're welcome.
Why is it that you were, as I was going, the thing was touching you? Good morning, viewers. Good morning, Pastor. It's great to be here.
Yes.
What form still on the way? Two African giants met Cameroon. I think Cameroon, Mali. 2-1 to Cameroon.
Yeah.
And
we saw the second highlight there.
Yeah, you saw the second
Ghana
highlight.
beating debutants.
Cape Verde.
2-0.
People will have to ask this question. I'm sure a lot of people at home too want answers. You are the blue sharks. Are you blue sharking in the?
No, it's only for the males. The women they are going to collect like 14.
So what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So why you support?
It's a man's fault.
I don't want to say what. How can you support Cape Verde men and you're not supporting Cape Verde women?
It's my choice.
Okay.
I'm supporting Super Falcons female.
Yeah, that's the way I know.
It's not my national team. It's my national team now. I should support another country.
So if
I supported the Blue Sharks because there were no Super Eagles. And you are the Octopus. What is
Laura Font. Where Super Eagles was there. When you went to Ivory Coast. Did you support Ivory Coast?
For which tournament are you referring to now?
The African Nations Cup that was hosted in Abidjan.
I supported Super Eagles and Ivory Coast.
And let's do Falcons and.
Okay. I'm supporting.
Since you can do and for that one, and which one is and this one?
I'm supporting. What's their name again? No. The desert something is Algeria. I'm supporting Super Eagles and Algeria. You cannot force me to support what I don't want to support. Maybe they are women. I'm supporting Super Falcons. And the Desert Foxes. I'm forgetting their guy name, really. But
so, all the way to Algeria. That's so weird.
So I should have gone to one island to support the Blue Sharklings. What's their name?
Blue Sharkers.
Sorry, guys. All right. So, interesting one. Everybody has played the first round of games, and everybody, those that lost shamefully, they're biting their fingers, wondering how they're going to...
biting, or they're in the market. I saw a lot of Falcons players, they're in the market, and the coach, they're buying calculator.
Oh. Because our next game is a must-win, and it's against a fierce rival who is seeking revenge.
Yes.
We beat them 5-0 in the quarterfinals last year, I think. Was it quarterfinals or?
Quarterfinals.
Those quarterfinals, yes. We beat them 5-0. So they're looking for blood. And they've sensed weakness. So they've gone to intensify. Whether that will pay off for them, we don't know. On our own side, I hope Nadoze went to buy the biggest calculator of them all because she considered 3 goals. I noticed I didn't say we considered 3 goals. I said she considered 3 goals because those goals were almost solely on her. Things that she could have been avoided or the outcome could have been different if you had taken a different approach. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's a must win. Why I like the Falcons, however, is when push comes to shove, they know how to turn up. This is their tournament. This is their tournament, and I won't think less of them. For me, they've earned every hype, every status brag. They've earned it, especially how they won it last tournament. This tournament before that one, we all saw how they were robbed in the semi-finals, 2 red cards against Morocco, and it had to go into penalties. playing with 9 men. So to me, they are the best female franchise from Africa, if you ask me, for all female sports. To me, they're the best. And this is not even just me saying it. I got that line from watching recent, as the build-up for the AFCON started. I got that line from some credible sports sports broadcasters talking about Super Falcons and the expectations. Yes, a minor glitch in the opening game. Having said all the things I said about being critical about the team, I don't doubt the team's command of the game. For me, in a sense, I was even like, maybe this is a good wake-up call. It's a good culture shock. It's a good reality check, you know, to put certain heads in certain places. I hope, because you don't want a situation. I hope the players have not given up, because I saw a question. Was it Uche who asked it in the group? No, it was not Uche. Someone asked on the group yesterday, have they paid them their outstandings from winning the 10th title? Yes, they have. But just like we discussed yesterday, it came into me too close to the tournament. It would disturb the psyche. It would disturb the team spirit. It would disturb the concentration levels of the girls because of the timing. I'm not one that believes in... I believe in reward system. If you do well, I'm going to reward you. If you don't do great, I'm going to ask you why. I'll ask tough questions. But when you do well, I will reward you. I won't reward you. I won't go and promise my child that the day before you wrote jam, if you pass this jam like this,
lots of pressure.
I'm buying you a G-Wagon. You have put that child under unnecessary pressure, because all of a sudden, rather than focus on getting 400 over 400 in jam, the child is thinking of the G-Wagon. And that's unnecessary.
Thinking, I don't have to make this simple mistake. So now
the child tends to, for some, they tend to overthink it.
Yes,
they tend to overcalculate it. You're now tense. You put unnecessary pressure, like the English team used to do. I noticed that this World Cup, they didn't do it this year. In this World Cup, unnecessarily pressure the coach to go and win it. We didn't hear so many comments of if Tuchel doesn't win Argentina, then this World Cup is a bust. That was what happened in one of the previous World Cups, where they said if Southgate doesn't win it, it's a failure.
That's why you could see that this time around, they reduced hashtag of his coming home. You could barely even see it.
I didn't hear it from any English fan.
Yes,
it's we here that were saying it's coming home.
It's coming home.
Yeah, so for me, going into this second game, I think first things first, the coach should get his tactics right. You already did a beautiful analysis on it yesterday, talking about, look at the fierceness and physicality of your opponents and select the right players. You don't go and put players that they can just brush aside, push aside. You know you're going into a tournament that certain players of your opposition are already, their agenda is already questioned.
True.
Then you now put just any kind of people to match them.
Yeah,
look at the way they were bullied in the midfield.
That's what they bullied in the midfield. You could see the Chichanda's sisters.
They set a trap for us. I'm even shocked that the coach did not see that trap. I saw that trap from the first goal. Your high line, they just took advantage of your high line.
That's why I said,
look for true balls or long balls.
Yes, they run around your back.
And they just banked on defensive blunders and game over.
First one, you didn't adjust. Second one, you didn't adjust. Third one, you didn't adjust. I'll come in here and I'll say, I'll just continue from where I stopped yesterday. You know, when I stopped yesterday, my final words was to encourage viewers to say, it's not over till it's over. And I'll continue from that. As the Super Falcons found themselves in this kind of position, yes, they found themselves in this kind of position before. I remember 2018, if I'm not mistaken, 2018 in Yaoundé, Cameroon, where our first game to Bayana, we lost. We lost our first game, and we were like, as the rest of Africa caught up with the Super Falcons, and there were lots of stories, there were a lot of talk there and there. And at the end of the day, they ended up going ahead to win that title in Yaoundé. So they found themselves there. Now, I don't know if the mentality of these players will remain the same. But like you said, this is a franchise that know how to win. This is a franchise that there's a culture where even if you were born abroad, if you were born, wherever you were born, but you are playing for this franchise, whether the present, the old players tell you, but by the time you hear stories about what this franchise stands for, You will know that you have to win. You know that impossibility is nothing. So it's like coming to a place that you know they are serial winners. Even if there's no way to rub up on you, even if you came from a place where you just felt that anything could be anywhere, by the time you come there and hear stories about how this parastatal company or any franchise or anywhere you're going to, it just rubs on you. And I think this is what I'm going to be banking on. You also you've highlighted where this Falcons, it is when you don't bank on them, that's when they will shock you.
Yeah.
That's when they will shock you. And like I said yesterday, and I'm going to say it again, after listening to their post-match interviews, I was happy that they knew and what was at stake. So for me, I just hope that they don't panic, especially from the coaching aspect. They're going to play Zambia. It's going to be tough. Don't panic too much. All you need to do is firstly pick your 3 points first. When you pick your 3 points, then you can know that, with all due respect to the Egyptian ladies, they will be the whipping team for this tournament. Then you can go back and say, when it goes, can I score against these Egyptian ladies? But first of all, pick 3 points. Don't try to outscore the Zambia. The main aim is to draw that 3 points first. So we don't know what the game against Malawi and Zambia will be. But one of the things we should be praying is that there should be no winner in that game.
She just gets draw, right?
Draw. All of you be on 4 points. Then I'll get to you with 3 points. Then from there we see how it goes. So if you get the February result a draw, then we beat Egypt and beat Zambia. We'll be on 6 points. So can it be done? Definitely. But they have to have learned their lesson from the first game. The ladies, the coach, even if the coach, yes, I also agree with you. Yes, the coach got it all wrong, but individual mistakes were just too much from another, and I don't know if it was the tactics of the I-line. Please, I don't want to see any I-line because
the I-line was not the problem. It was the lack of runners in that back four that was the problem.
But you choose to play I-line when
the players will tell you, Coachy, I can do it now. I can do it. The players will tell you, Coachy, I can do it, and unfortunately, they couldn't do it. So and the coach now said, okay, so for 4 of you, you push. Let's play them a high line. Then Nadoze be the sweeper.
Yes.
We need a sweeper that is a defender, not the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, stay in your post. Just go between the sticks.
But you won't be able to get if the player comes.
So we can't play that. We can't play that
offside because one of the reasons
they tried to play the offside trap. It failed twice. 2 of them were glaring. You Jones that offside. The first goal and the third goal. They tried to set the offside trap. It didn't work.
I think because they took over the midfield, what the coach was doing was compact the midfield, push the defenders up front so that there will be no spaces. But it didn't still work. It didn't still work because at the end of the day, you didn't have fighters in that midfield. And those fighters, I don't see that. I don't see Ajibade giving you that fight. I don't see Chechine giving you that fight. And this is where we need to bring in Deborah Abiodun into that middle.
Gift Monday in the up front.
So I think do a little trick and Early goal will calm the nerves of the Super Falcons. Yeah. And when they score you first, they smell blood and it's all over for you. So, but for me, before we move to other topic, this is where, like you rightly said, I think every team has played.
Yes.
Every team has played. Maybe, and for me, I always want to see, yes, the nows, and sometimes I push forward to see, okay, what's there for the future? And every team has played. For now, I'm going to say that first game. You know, this first game syndrome. You are jittery, you don't know, fear of the unknown. Let me take 3 points first, or let me draw my first game and everything. I was just looking at all the teams that I've played. And I'm looking at, this is supposed to be a World Cup qualifier. And I'm looking at these teams. And from what, coming from how the men represented Africa solidly, I must say.
Yeah. You're going to collect a bashing in the
You
World
know,
Cup.
you know what I want to say next.
I get you 100%. Not good enough. The quality is not good enough.
Can this? Who's
To me-
the best team in the first round, first game? Can they?
There are only two teams that have been great in this first round: Malawi and Zambia.
Even the greats is just. It's a question of, can they play an Austria team? No, they don't go to
Zambia scored 6, but people didn't realize that two of the first 2 goals were penalties. So you've already given them. And yes, I know penalties is part of football.
Yeah.
What about when you play a team like Italy, the Italian ladies that won't foul you in the box,
No, let's leave Italy.
So play Austria.
Can they beat Austria?
or North Korean ladies?
No, don't go. Leave those ones.
Anyways.
Can they beat Austria? The best team in this. We need to do
Super
better.
Falcons
We need to
can
do
beat
better. We need
Austria.
to do
That's what
better.
Super Falcons can beat Austria.
They beat Austria. Beat Malawi. No, let's leave that. Malawi was fluke, right? Qualify for your group first. Before you
qualify
go,
now.
but and that's what I was just looking at. I was just looking at the quality. You know, Obi from Abuja called and said that African football, we need to do well. You know, and he said that he called his kids. And I remember that the last AFCON, they were playing simultaneously with the Euros, the ladies Euros.
Yes.
Let's leave production of the broadcast. Let's look at quality play. And like I said, he splits the screen. I was looking at it and like, this standard of football, has it dropped from the last Nations Cup?
It has, obviously.
It has.
Are you talking of generally or just Super Falcons now?
Generally.
Generally, I think this. I wasn't impressed with the quality of play, to be honest. I watched the games with high score lines. Morocco's first game, Algeria's first game, Zambia's first game, Nigeria's first game. Because in that game, 5 goals were scored, even though it was just 1 goal up. But the goals, I didn't see ball retention.
Thank you.
I didn't see passes.
I didn't see something
I didn't
that
see
was something
stringing back.
beautiful.
The Super Falcons, go and watch their World Cup, their last World Cup performance.
Yes.
In New Zealand and Australia.
They went toe-to-toe with this.
They beat the host country, Australia.
That had almost
At
50,000 fans cheering them.
They were controlling the ball. Watch the game against England. We controlled the game, but we didn't see so much of that.
Sorry, let me tell you something. That
this
English
tournament.
team, especially, what's that former Chelsea player? She has retired now.
Who, Bronze?
No, Millie Bright.
Bright, okay.
Millie Bright and some players, they had a podcast, and they asked her, what is the toughest game that you have played in an England shirt? There were 3 or 2 players there that the question was thrown to, English players. None of them said any other thing. They all said the same game. He said that the Nigeria-England game is the toughest game they've played in their national team shirts.